What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be doing what if Pangea came back. Well, I already did that. But it was called the European Wars, Pangea Wars, which has the most views out of every single video. But you're going to be seeing how the countries will first of all react and what wars that will happen. So, every country's like, what the heck? The ocean is red. Now it's blue. Now it's red. But everybody's generally like, what the heck happened? And Russia's going to be like, make the break for it. And they will declare war on Ukraine. Now, since everybody's confused, everybody is misplaced. Everybody is probably in the ocean. But, still leaves troops, man. Troops still exist, and based off the real life Russia-Ukraine war, this is what it looks like. But with everybody, like, confused, and everybody distracted, they'll steam through Ukraine. And they're using their full military this time. This part is captured, then NATO realizes what's going on, but it's too late. Ukraine has made their final push, and that was their final time being a country. So, see, it's peace treaty for annexation, of course. I not get to give Russia Crimea, because Ukraine should have Crimea. It just looks better on the map. And then Russia will demand Moldova and Belarus to join. Well, Belarus freely joins. Russia doesn't even have to demand. They say to Belarus, hey, you want to join? Yes, Belarus says. So, Russia got some extra land. It's good. So they are steps closer from forming the USSR. The Caucasus region barely exists. But they will declare war on every single one of them. But that backfires, as the whole entirety of NATO will declare war on them. Plot twist! Yeah, this is going to backfire greatly. Alright, and that's all of NATO. And for China, it's pretty cold, so they probably lost all their power and their manpower, because it's so freaking cold. But speaking of China, they will join the war on the side of Russia, not beside it, against it. But that will conclude them, and this, I think, is Japan. Hopefully it is. I think that's Japan, and then I think that's the column. Maybe, and I might be wrong, but I might be right at the same time. I don't know. And, oh, also Iran, of course. Why wouldn't they join? They hate the Americans. The Americans hate Iran. Kind of thing. So, yeah. The Indian subcontinent doing their stuff. Doing their stuff, man. Alright. What happened? Dang, Iraq. Iraq made countries landlocked? I see. You know what? This is just confusing me. Let's just get out of this. Alright. This is gonna be like this is definitely World War III. Oh. Taiwan. You're Chinese. You're Chinese. And since everything and everybody is connected, like, look at this. Every single body is connected. Except islands. Sorry, Vancouver. Taiwan. You just had to be different with this thing. And since they are connected to land, they're not going to survive. But where there is survival is here in, well, Europe. As they capture Kaliningrad, and they move across, well, the Russian border. Finland's going to have a fun time because Russia's even colder, and the Finnish, they have trained for colder climates. The Caucasus region will take this part of Iran and Crimea. Strange to say, but then they will start to invade into Russia. Now this area, specifically, has resources. Those resources, I don't know if they're still there, but yeah. Then the amphibious invasion of, well, Iran. That goes well. And you know who joins on the red team? Pakistan. Pakistan joins. But an exception, India joins. Oh, I forgot about Tibet. They're here, I guess. They're not going to do nothing. But hey, I wonder where Cape Verde is. Guess it's just smashed between the U.S. and Mauritania. Well, I think they formed from the U.S. and Mauritania. That's what I'm guessing. So yeah. Now, really, India is intact. Kind of frozen, not gonna lie. They are, yeah. And Tibet is not going to do anything because there is absolutely no military in Tibet. And also, most important, no mountain. Yeah, there's absolutely no mountain here, so India can just freely invade that. That was pretty quick. Now India is sending all its troops here at a very rapid rate and not looking too well for, well, these guys. These guys are neutral. Well, if Austria could, so the thing about Austria is that if the USSR didn't exist, they would probably be joining NATO by now. But no, the USSR had a treaty with Austria that they can't join NATO. So that kind of hurts. So yeah, it's just not gonna look well. Swell for Russia though. Like the Austrians, they are sending a lot of their equipment to NATO. I think in real life probably, because they don't like the Russians. And heck, Austria could just break their treaty with Russia right now because the USSR doesn't exist. Or the Soviet Union. Union of Socialists. I don't know what the other S is, but Socialist something Republic. Well, USSR. The R is Republic. Alright, well, we're not talking about the Soviet Union. We're talking about Pangea. So yeah, Pangea just being destroyed. What? Oh, that doesn't make sense. But the South Koreans, the Russians, I said Japanese guys. Oh my gosh, the Russians, Chinese, Tibetans, and Pakistanis. Yeah, the South Koreans is gonna make a landing in Taiwan. Its landing is successful, and China is not happy, as they are now invading frozen lands. This color really matches what China looks like. The populated place of China now is Tibet. So that's a thing. Well, Yeah, they're falling. They're falling like the USSR in like 12 hours. Oh. Oh, okay. Well. Ah. Ah. Ooh. That does not look. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Oh. Just split China in half. With Indian troops now here, China's gonna get demolished. Alright. There we go. It's blue. Alright, let's see this peace treaty. Yeah. And guys, I'm doing this because I was wondering, since the other Pangea thing got more views, maybe you guys like Pangea, so do another video for it. Because why not? I think I like Pangea too. It's a cool thing. Alright. Alright, Pangea. Alright, let's see the speech reading. Alright, I think I got everything. Not gonna lie. Alright, you see everything that happened to Russia. Poor Russia, man. Alright, so America. Looks like they say the same. They're now the biggest country because, this is connected. I wish it was an exclave, though, because this looks terrible. But remember, I made it. So this is their border. Pretty neat, actually. Looks like that it's a new country, but no. This is all Japan. This is all South Korea. China's still big, but frozen. Russia is just this. Ukraine gets independence and all of this. Belarus is partition. This is Latvia. This is Estonia. And this is, well, Lithuania. The smallest Baltic state now. This is Azerbaijan. Georgia gained nothing but reparations. And this is Armenia. They got a little bit longer. Pause. India gained Pakistan and Tibet. Oh yeah, Poland got their own old lands in Belarus. They got Karelia and Kola and Karelia. And, the rest got paid war reparations. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Both of these, China and Russia, have to both turn democratic. And then something interesting happens. So this dark thing, well, you can get a color red. This dark thing starts in Chad, a red thing. And it says, I could restore the world. Just make me, just invade me and partition me. So everybody who borders Chad, except Nigeria, sorry. I know you border them now, but you don't border them here. I see. Yeah, I'm not gonna count sea borders. So, yeah. If you invade Chad, you gain land. I know you guys heard that. It was actually kind of crazy. If you guys heard that, comment down dang, or the other one. But Chad, they're gonna hide their military somewhere, and they will get invaded. So yeah, everybody who invaded Chad, good job. You did it. You are gonna save the world, maybe. If this works, they're probably going to be the most loved countries on planet Earth, except probably Sudan, the things they did. But they have to partition Chad to the fullest. Like, Chad has to not exist. Even if it's the ugliest borders, they don't care as long as they're partitioned. And I'm going to tell you the reasoning why I chose Chad. in Chad to be the one to do it. To make the sacrifice to die as a country and be partitioned amongst other countries. So Chad has been partitioned. Now everybody's like, why did everybody just invade Chad? What did Chad do? Every country who got land out of Chad says he can restore our land or world. What? Everything went back to normal, but Chad still doesn't exist. These borders look terrible. Everybody is now having disputes. But everybody's gonna start to break apart in borders. Chad is coming back. And it's coming back because the people want to be Chadian. And the reason why I chose Chad is because of their name. You see, Chad knew the reason why Pangea came back. They said that Serbia planned it all. No, not Serbia. Poland did it all. Did all this stuff. They did the Pangea stuff. The backstory was they built a time machine, but there was an option. Keep original borders and original countries or not. And Poland chose keep original borders and countries. And everybody around Poland is now upset. Germany, hi. You want your land back. So they will declare war on Poland. Poland's like, pick easy. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh gosh. The pain you made us go through, Poland. Nobody likes Poland no more. After all those partitions. We knew you were evil. And Germany will try to get their way fast. The fastest. The faster. With Russian help. Everybody says, Poland, we thought you were a hero. But shall you get partitioned once again? And Poland is demolished. Poland is no more. Poland is what caused this chaos. Poland is what started the European Pangea Wars. They made Russia the enemy. But in real life, Russia was not. As Russia gets paid war reparations, but everybody else gains land. Poland is stuck in this little thing. And you know what Poland has to do? Well, they have to demilitarize, which they already did by losing that war. They have to demilitarize, economize, which is pretty hefty for their rule. And they have to be this forever. But an exception. No, absolutely no country, even rebel groups in the future have to listen to this. If you don't, every single country in the world will declare war on you. Will. If you don't join the coalition, you will also die. So Poland is happy that nobody can invade them ever again, never losing a war ever again. But something happens with Germany. Once they gain land, they gain war influence. They annex these lands. And Germany has now just formed the German Empire. France is like, thank you for declaring war on Poland first. And just, yeah. And France says, I'll give you a little bit of land. And this is what Germany wanted. And then these German guys in Mamel will be, next. And then these German guys in Denmark will be next. Forming the German Empire. Ukraine gained land, Belarus gained land, Germany gained a lot of land, and Russia got reparations. A lot of reparations, as they really funded Germany in this war. The story of Poland. But they're not done yet. Let's just color Poland red. No, they're not going expansionist. Why would they do that? That's just stupid. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh gosh. Poland, what did you do? Oh. Poland just got nuked to in oblivion. This is what the radiated land looks like. It's literally all just Poland. Just Poland that got radiated. Only 100,000 people were killed because all their population has been gone. No other country got affected by this. And the Polish have wanted revenge from Russia. Never gotten the revenge. Well, when the USSR collapsed, yeah. But now everybody's getting revenge on them. Everybody hates Poland now. And Poland, which is so now radiated, just sinks. Just sinks into the ocean. Very normally. And everybody's happy. Now it's called the Sea of Poland, where every country could share a water border. But, the person who also planned with Poland was Ukraine. Because Ukraine knew Russia will take advantage of this, declare war on them. They would win the war, then they would gain independence with more land. So Ukraine is guilty, and they admit this. And the world, sends all their nukes. Specifically, nukes Ukraine and sinks Ukraine. Letting Moldova, a lot of countries actually, having a coastline. Belarus, yup, all those. Because of one simple action. Bringing Pangea back and making World War III. Now, World War III was the one everybody got pissed off by. That was the one that just, what? So now, countries who are not landlocked are Belarus, Moldova, Slovakia, Hungary, and Czechia. I was about to say Czechoslovakia, but no. Yeah. But that is going to be the end of this video. This very lore video. Maybe I can make a series with the Pangea stuff. Guys, I'm thinking of making like a World War III series. So like it would be the build-up, the end, like the start of the war, which is probably going to be like 15 episodes. And then the peace treaty. See who wins. But that is going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.